Yo, Chad, we are back. Oh man, it felt like forever since we've been here. Um, if you may or may not know, my Wi-Fi for the past couple of days, since Tuesday, honestly, so almost a week, it has been going in and out. It was gradual at first, it would come on for most of the day, leave for maybe 10, 20 minutes, then it would come back. And then as the days progressed, that gap of time where we had no internet just got larger and larger until finally on Friday it was just completely gone. So Friday, Saturday, even the majority of yesterday, it was just gone. And I was going through it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, again, you don't know what you have until it's gone. And, I say that, but also it's not to say that I was ever taking Wi-Fi for granted, because this ain't the first time this has happened to us. We've been having issues with the Wi-Fi, and coming to the realization, it wasn't our internet provider. Now, the first time, or the time before this most recent time where the Wi-Fi went out, I did some little research, right? And I noticed, and I came to the conclusion, I should say, that it was going in and out because the Wi-Fi box, the modem, the router, it wasn't getting enough power, enough electricity from the outlet. So, I plugged it up in my room. It was working perfectly fine. I put it back to where it was. That's where the issues were arriving. Another issue that came up is we have fiber. So it's not like I could just put the Wi-Fi modem in a different part of the room, in a different part of the house. The Wi-Fi fiber jack, it had to be moved also, and that costs money. So, we were kind of in a dilemma. I knew the jack, the outlet was bad, but, forking out that money to take that fiber wall plate and put it somewhere else in the house, that just wasn't a decision we were ready to make. And so, after that last instance, it was okay for a while until Tuesday. And it wasn't until yesterday that my cousin came over, right? And she posed a great idea. She said, okay, what if we used an extension cord and we plugged, the power jack into a different outlet via the extension cord? And I was like, yo, that is such a brilliant idea. I wasn't even thinking about that. I knew we had to move the box, or should I say, plug it into a different outlet, but I wasn't even thinking about using an extension cord to do so. And sure enough, she did that, and it's working. And a little side note, a little funny story. I was actually on the phone with AT&T. Bro, I ain't finna out bro name. He legit fell asleep on the phone. Like, I'm being so serious. I wish I was playing. I wasn't. I mean, I did call him. It was like, 7 p.m.? Around 7 p.m. Bro, he legit fell asleep on the phone. I'm like, hello? All you hear is... He legit started snoring loud. My cousin actually recorded the call. She was like, yeah, we finna get free internet for life. I don't know if she finna, show it to AT&T, but homie legit fell asleep on the phone. Like, bro, you're supposed to be helping us. But I was like, you know what, homie probably had a long day. Been helping this person, that person. I don't even know what time it is where he's at. He could be on the other side of the world. It could be, midnight. So I'm like, you know what? Get your rest, honey. Get your rest. Anyways, I said that to say, it's okay to collaborate. It's okay to ask for help. It is okay to reach out. Even though in the back of my mind, I had that same idea of, okay, what it boils down to, we need to move this modem to a different plug in the house. One that has better wiring. I did not even, it didn't even come to my mind once to use an extension cord to do that same task. Had it not been for my cousin coming over, bro, we would still be messing up with this Wi-Fi, because I would only be able to look at it through my lens, through my perspective of, okay, well, again, I'm not thinking about using an extension cord. Okay, we still need to move this Wi-Fi box to a different part of the house. How can we do that without moving the fiber jack? All right, let's just call another technician out here. We probably had two technicians that came out here, right? And it's like, bro, that's when it really hit me, like, yo, especially with what we're doing, we are very independent. That is one of my weaknesses. I hate asking for help. But I feel like as the days go by, as I age, I start to realize, like, yo, asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It is, in a way, a sign of strength. Because look, it takes a lot for someone to admit, hey, I don't understand this. I don't have the answers right now, and I actually do need help. And in doing so, in asking for help and getting help, you then grow. You then learn and understand, and now you're like, okay. So it's this is the way we got to do it. Okay, bet, I got it now. And so as I'm telling you guys this, I'm telling myself it as well. It is okay to ask for help. You don't got to do this alone, man. It can get tricky. It can get tough. It can get rough. And it's okay to have some support. There may be some different cases. But again, if you're struggling, if you need someone to talk to, if you could use another perspective on a situation, on an issue, on a problem, don't be afraid to ask for help, bro. Because it just might be that one question of, hey, what do you think about this? Could solve this issue that you've been dealing with, in our case, for almost a whole week. So yeah, man, I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are happy to see me again. Yesterday was the last day of going live every single day. So the live schedule will go back to normal, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll continue to upload as regular. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you made it this far, consider hitting that like. Consider hitting that subscribe. The goal is 500 subscribers by the end of this year. And I feel like we definitely can do it. So yeah, if you would like to see my reactions, we have a reaction channel. I'll leave it in a link. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Check it out. If you like these videos, you're gonna love the reaction channel. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Y'all stay safe. Let's have a great week. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.